Hi everyone, welcome to Straight from the Divine Tarot. We are Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, and I'm doing a general collective reading. It is a general collective reading, so please, please, please use your higher wisdom and your discernment. It is not a personal reading, okay? It's timeless. It's for whenever you come across this reading. You're free to switch the genders and the roles if you need to. Go right ahead. That candle might not stay lit. I don't know what's going on yet. Okay, we're going to let it go. See that? Candle's out. Schmucked out. Anyhow, sorry about that. Thank you for being here. I'm truly grateful to each and every one of you. I love you guys so very much. I got a download earlier. Obviously, I posted a song earlier, Jimi Hendrix, Watchtower. Somebody's having a tower. Watchtower makes me think of Stephen King, the Gunslinger trilogy. It's not a trilogy, it's actually 8 books. So I don't know what you call that. I have all the books, by the way. It's an interesting story. Fighting against, I don't know, what you would think is the powers that be. I don't know. So, maybe your name is Roland, or you're dealing with a Roland Deshane. This is a weird story. At the end of the story, they're looking for the meaning of life. They have to get to this tower to save it because it was the last tower holding up reality, or in this dimension, or something weird. I can't remember. It's been a while. And it's meaning of life according to Stephen King. It's a weird story. If you've read it, you'll know what I'm saying. If you haven't read it, you might want to. It's very interesting. It goes all over the place. It's a long, long, long read, but it's well worth it at the end, I think. So somebody's having some problems, or they're at the end of whatever they're going through is a big disappointment. It's not what they thought it was going to be. They employed or worked alongside of many, many myriad of people, different kinds, different places, from different places, maybe from far away. These people traveled a far distance, and just to find out it's all for nothing. What's meant to be is meant to be, right? If you don't go along with the program, you're just going to be regenerated back into the program. You're not going to find a way out, if you know what I'm saying. Anyhow, that's what I was picking up. So I just said, oh, woe is me. So somebody's really feeling sorry for themselves. Huh. Somebody could have lost a couple of fingers. I'm just thinking of the story. It's coming to my mind. What is that kid's name? Eddie? Oh, what was his name? I can't remember. Susanna, Eddie. Eddie was the guy, his friend. No, what was the kid's name? Anyway, there was a loss of a kid. Everybody's thinking it was because of Roland's ineptitude. He's the mean one that made him got this kid's life taken away. It had nothing to do with that. It was totally different. So I don't know if this rings a bell. Take it or leave it. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? What's the message for the collective at this hour? Spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, the highest white light. Also, too, I was picking up William Tell. I can't remember what that's all about. You might be dealing with a Bill. Some of you know that could be your name or somebody else's. Somebody's telling. William Tell. Where are we going with this, please, Spirit? Thank you. Take a bow. Recognition and reward. 3. You could be pregnant. You could be a mother. You could be a mature woman. Or you could be a divine feminine energy, male or female. Take a bow. What's the overarching energy? Congratulations is in order, I guess. You completed something. Or foundation achievements right here. A promise has been... it's a covenant between you and God. So you've kept your promise. He's keeping his. Something to do with a family, a home, property, business, anything like that. A firm foundation. Somebody was trying to rock your world. Could be a divine masculine energy, you or them. Just male or female. I think you balanced your masculine and feminine energies quite nicely. Taking back your power. You have authority, you have power. Doing the right things for everybody involved, right? That's the underlying energy. Somebody tried to take you off your path, maybe, or rock your foundations. Or this will rock your foundations, in other words. You know what I'm saying? But you remain stable. Oh, yeah, you avoided the pratfalls, the pitfalls, whatever they tried to do. Somebody's trying to avoid a tower moment, or this is ruin for someone. Yeah. You made the right choices. You avoided whatever this was. You made the right choices. You used your intuition, male or female. That's the high priestess. Movement, choices, and decisions. And because you listened to your intuition, you made the right choices, this is a win for you and whatever this is. Okay? Congratulations. So we have 3, recognition and reward. Okay, run away. Somebody's trying to run away. Get away, keep away. They're trying to keep you away from something, from a family, from a home, from a marriage. Give up. Somebody has to give up. Somebody wants the spotlight. Why? Or they want the credit for something. They want to be known as something. I don't know. It sounds like somebody's very jealous or envious. They want to compete, very competitive or something like that. Somebody's trying to run away from something they did. Sunset. It's the sunset of somebody's life here, okay? They could be older or somebody's sick. Or they wanted to said that you were no longer here. This is over, whatever this is. I don't know, maybe you're Dutch. It's a windmill. Lost loved one. They lost a loved one. They're trying to run away from what they did. Memories. They're stuck in their memories. Listen. If whoever this is was responsible for the ending of somebody's life and nobody knows about it, this was a secret of something, they did something wrong, these memories are going to haunt you. That's what happens, okay? It could be an elder, person that they took their life, or this is an elder person. This is nightfall. It's the end of their days, I think. Somebody in your family, somebody you have a family with. You've ascended. They tried to take you out of here. They claimed you were no longer here so they can maybe claim an inheritance property or something, or they wanted to be the head of a family. Level up, promotion, and progress. Somebody wanted to level up off of you, off of your descent. Timing. Divine timing is at play here. Wrong time, right time, wait. They wanted you waiting here for something that was meant for you. Time is up. Okay, see the rust here? This is overtime. Too much time has gone by. You've ascended. They don't want anybody knowing that you've ascended because something is yours. Maybe your rightful place in a family or in the universe or something. I don't know. It could be an inheritance. It could be anything. A divine inheritance. Wow, we don't normally use that. That's weird. A spiritual inheritance, I meant to say. A divine inheritance. Time is up. There's something about time. It's timelines aren't jiving here. Yeah, somebody wanted your crown. They were playing with your crown, or you're out ready to get crowned here. Owner of property or something, or a business. Master. You've mastered everything. Every level you've leveled up. You've mastered top level. Congratulations. Somebody was trying you and testing you. Who are they to test you? Maybe the divine is. I can see that. But nobody else. Somebody wanted your crown. They wanted to be all that in a bag of chips. Still chips. Somebody's under suspicion here. Somebody suspects what's going on. Maybe you or someone else. Someone's acting very hyper vigilant. Vigilance here. Very hostile because they're jealous. It's a whirlwind. I don't know. They cause a lot of shit. See, she's got a paintbrush. It looks like it's a paintbrush or something in her hand. She's trying to paint you and everybody else with the same brush. You just can't do that. I don't know what that is. Oh, they come from that country. They're all like that. Or they're that color. Oh, they're all like that. Or they're women or they're men. Oh, they're all like that. You can't do that. Everybody has bad apples. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, somebody's wanting your silence or trying to intimidate you into silence, or other people. Keep silent, coercion, and hint. You're the Phoenix Rising. They thought they left you in these ashes, that they burnt you. You had to burn first, right, to become this Phoenix. Somebody wants a second chance, or this is your second chance, resurrection. Here you are, baby. Maybe they said you were no longer here, unalived. You're quite alive. sublimation, piety, and infinity. Or maybe there's somebody that did pass. Maybe they used their unalive certificates and placed your name on it. It's some sort of fraud going on here for property, business, something. You're still stable and secure. Congratulations. Yeah, they want you to forget about this. They want everybody to forget about you. Let's not talk about it, or else I get upset. Forgotten person. Because you're the core. You're at the middle of this, whether you realize it or not. Something to do with the past, and an old friend is involved. They're wondering if you'll remember who they are, or if you sense who they are. Because if you're intuitive, you might. Yeah, there's something to do with messages. There's greed. Somebody found some messages. And all centers around you and getting rid of you or stealing or fraud. It's all greed. Communication records, call records, instant messaging, lazy obsession, cruelty, and stupidity. So somebody didn't, they thought they got rid of these messages, deleted them, but the cops will find whatever they want to find when they want to find it. When they want to put the money into it or put the effort in. Do you understand what I'm saying? If it's worth their while, they'll go and look. This is all based off of greed. Looks like the cops got interested and they went looking. Too bad for whomever this is. Okay, I guess I'll use this deck. It's staring me right in the face. So we have take a bow, recognition, reward 3. Run away, run away. Somebody's wearing a red dress. Red to me indicates red flags, warnings. Be careful. Harm is, you might be harmed here. Read my back, I'm outie. So somebody's trying to get out of something. Okay. Karmics. Oh, what else is new? Third parties, haters, and lessons learned. They're all trying to bail now. I didn't do it. I didn't say it. I didn't take it. Cutting ties. People you've cut ties, or other people are cutting ties with this person. Take it for whatever that is. Freedom, standing up and awaken. Bye. I don't want nothing to do with it. But these people, whoever they worked with, there is an association here. It can be proven. There's enough to prove that there's intent. They were trying to cover themselves up, their identity, but they're still tied to this somehow, some way. And the cops have found it. And remember, the red string theory. Spiritually, we are attached to whomever we have to deal with, soulmates. So I don't know, maybe you did some cord cutting with some soulmates here. There we go. Twin flame, friendship, romantic partner. Somebody you had intimacy with, or these are people that claim they had intimacy with you, or you did have intimacy with them at one point, mutual respect, unity, and closeness. You thought you had a close relationship. Turned out this person was two-faced, double life cheater, backstabber. And now they're drowning, or they let you drown. They left you to drown, or they're drowning over their head, overextended, and rock bottom. See, if you had to drown, the possibilities for them financially would have been endless. They could have followed their dreams. Maybe they were hemming and hawing. Make up your mind, believe in yourself. You believed in yourself. Nobody else did. They were hopeful that this was going to work. They could have done some jar spells on you. Inspired, optimistic, and for success. Something's happening today. Good vibes now in the moment. Raise your vibes, okay? Raise your vibes. They're sending you love and lust spells. They want you longing over them, or they're longing over you, missing you. Let's talk and reunion. Yeah, because you're nurturing. You're a mentor, okay? Maybe you mentor a lot of people. You're very wise, and you do give back. And I don't know, maybe they want you to lick their wounds, tell them it's okay, whatever they tried to do to you. It's okay, darling. You're a loving kind, loving sort. So whatever stories they were telling about you, it's not jiving. Oh, no. Oh, they're a karmic. They'll never learn their lessons. They do this, that, and the other thing. Okay. Kind of sounds like they might have been describing themselves. What do you say? What do you say, huh? I just heard the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So it's somebody that comes from a screwed up family, I guess. Or maybe this is your family. I'm sorry. There's always that one that's not like the others. You know what I'm saying? It's a black sheep. So take a bow. Recognition, reward 3. Runaway. Karmics. Lighting candles. There we go. They gaslit you and others. There we go. That's all they do. They're trying to gaslight you, about you. A gold digger and a clout chaser. Bye. People are trying to separate themselves, detach from this conspiracy, I heard. Wow. Somebody's busy comparing themselves, right? Confirmation bias. Hex and curse. They're dipping into some black magic. Trying to ruin your reputation. Maybe they're saying that you're doing curses and hexes. Something to do with child or children. Maybe they say that you sacrificed. Or maybe they, I hope not. Something to do with a child or children. They got your child or children involved. Yeah, they got to settle here. Settling. I don't know. Somebody needs an audience. They need help. You got the help of a friend, your friend or theirs. This is fated. New beginnings. Someone's trying to backpedal because you have a new beginning. Schmexy. They're trying to, I'm telling you, they're sending you lust and love spells, or they're doing this to other people close to you to get closer to you. This is what they did. They blackmailed them. Your children, your child, and or something to do with children and child. It could be something on their computer, or they blackmailed some of these people, higher ups, some of your family members to go along with this social services. Hostile and confrontational. Place that where it belongs. Someone's out of control with their lies. It's all bullshit. They targeted you. Or they claim that you targeted them. It's all been lies. It's all manipulation here. This is a copycat. Doppelganger. Maybe they tried to copy you, take something that's yours, claim something that's yours, copy your work. I don't know what you do. Nothing but a clown. You know, I don't want to say it. Secrets are being revealed. Okay? Something about travel. STD. They could have sent this love bomber to infect you, or they claimed you had an STD. This could be schmexual transmitted disease, or this could be a spiritual transmitted demon. And they blamed you. We're trying to blame you, trying to really tarnish your name. Somebody's really greedy. It's something at the end of the day they're going to make money off of. Maybe get rid of you. It could be life insurance, it could be an inheritance. Something to do with a vehicle used as a weapon. You know, they're trying to weaponize something. A side piece is involved, or they claimed you were a side piece. You're in your North Node. Okay, and this is sadistic supply, meaning that their supply that was working alongside them as you're dealing with a narc, okay, have been abused themselves, not just you. They were abusing you, yeah, but because they were abusing you, this narc was getting them to do all this nasty stuff. They were hurting their own people, their own supply, and they were getting a kick out of this secretly. Their own people didn't even know. Now they're realizing it. Yeah, evidence and proof of what was going on. They wanted to level up off of you. You are leveling up. They're going to get some time. The time is up here. Something to do with your siblings or somebody else's siblings. And you were always 10 steps ahead. Congratulations. Somebody just wanted to show off. It's double standards, okay? What's good for the goose is good for the gander. You know what I'm saying? They're humiliated here. They wanted to humiliate you. Retaliation and revenge. They're going to jail and prison. I can't make this up. It's all about money, right? House and condo. There we go. So there's money and property. Sounds like an inheritance. I don't know. Some sort of fraud. They're false. False was beneath that. Somebody's comparing some paperwork, comparing pictures. Somebody was trying to impersonate you. They got caught. Whether they realize it or not yet, I don't know. Obviously, if they don't realize it, if they have no idea yet, it's only solely because the cops are preparing, right? They have to prepare a case. It's got to be solid. They can't just arrest somebody and not have the proof to hold them, right? And that's also considering if they're a flight risk. They have to have something solid proof, proving that they are flight risk, that they can't leave the country, they can't take off, they can't hurt you or others if they're dangerous. You know what I'm saying? They need that. They need their witnesses safe and sound. So they need all this. They're prepared. They have everything they need before they go before a judge. Okay? For an arraignment or bail hearing. What's the message, please, Spirit? Take a bow. Recognition, reward 3, runaway, karmics, and gaslight. got the Jimi Hendrix song in my head right now. Maybe somebody's a guitar player or a singer. Maybe your name is Jimmy or Hendrix. Are you dealing with somebody by that name? 69. Wasn't that 1969? Woodstock. New York. Dealing with New York. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Somebody's stalking you. Somebody lied. This is a lot of abuse and jealousy here. Spreading rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty and they were cruel. People are angry right now with this person or this situation. They don't want to hear it. Oh, look at this. It kind of looks like authorities coming to come claim this person here. This hiding in the lurch. Hiding in the background. They could be stalking you, harassing you. Somebody's very jealous, very abusive. People are pissed. People are pissed. Overarching energy. Wow, somebody's holding you back. They're impersonating you, stealing your work or ideas, your achievements. They feel entitled. They're very combative, very abusive. Be careful. In your face, argumentative. They think their shit doesn't stink. This is a poser and a player. They like to call it in. They don't like to do the work. You know what I'm saying? It could be forgery as well. Trying to hold you back. Somebody's holding them back. I don't know what this is. Get a lot of burdens. Somebody's mad. This could be you. They try to put burdens on your back or other people. Take it for whomever this is. And you recognize these aren't my burdens. You drop them. Okay? Usually this person's holding all these burdens. Oh, somebody's mad. They're commanding other people pick up their burdens. You take my burdens on. This person's going, well, I only got this burden, this one rod. Why am I picking up 9 others? Maybe they're trying to force somebody to pick up their burdens. Maybe you. I don't know. And you're looking at, yeah, these aren't my burdens. It is what it is. You're responsible. These people aren't. Or somebody in the crowd is realizing, I don't want to be responsible for this bullshit. This is authority. This is information. This is action taking. Passion. Something to do with that. Someone's got a long list of people behind them. I don't know. Bodies. What's how many bodies? Yeah, they're trying to return. This is they're cutting their losses. 8 of Cups. They're heartbroken. This was a losing proposition. Somebody's refusing to move on. They're digging in their heels, but because they're emotionally invested. But yeah, there's a lot of burdens here. To return something, to come back to somewhere, to an institution. Yes, somebody lied. Oh, if there's property involved or money, whoever this was finagled everybody or a lot of people. They lied to them. They didn't get the whole truth. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Hoodwinked, okay? They had blinders on. Not getting the whole truth. No communication. No truth or clarity. They're heartbroken. They can't talk their way out of this. I just heard, wow. There is nothing to discuss. It's a done deal. I just heard if I go back, I get arrested. They're barely keeping it together. Whoever this is. They got played for a fool. And they're fighting here. Them fighting words. They're attacking you or somebody else is getting attacked. The one that got them in trouble. They wanted you to compete and compare. They want you fighting. Because they lied about you and you're... This could be trying to show that you're a horrible person or something. But you stood your ground. You're divinely protected and guided. Or somebody else is standing up for you. You're not taking it laying down. Somebody overstepped. They were swinging at you. Just imagine these wands come swing at you. You kept jumping over it. You know what I mean? You saw it coming. It pissed you off. This person's looking really pissed off. Like, oh, just wait till I get a hold of you. Just wait till I get a hold of you. I know exactly who you are. I don't know if this makes sense. I'm just feeling it. 7 of Wands in the upright. They're trying to block you. Yeah, somebody wanted a life of luxury off your back. Somebody was unstable and insecure, greedy and selfish, a gold digger and a cloud chaser. They really wanted you to anger yourself to make you look unstable. They want to make you look unstable, maybe crazy. Okay? So they can take this money from you, property from you, your position, whatever this is. This is a financial crime. Somebody's unstable. They're hurting for money here. They can't mind their own business. Somebody can't be on their own. They don't like to be on their own. You foresaw this at every turn I just heard. You have a higher perception. You know that they were plotting and planning to make you look that way. Somebody could be at a distance here. You're not looking back. Somebody's prepared or preparing. You're at peace. You blocked them. You saw it coming a mile away. You blocked them. Somebody's now acting like the victim. So if somebody was acting like the victim, like you were the bad one, now somebody's blocked here. Acting like a victim. There's a stalemate. Mentally conflicted. They're being denied. They're in denial. They're trying to get a head start on you, maybe. But you blocked them. They can't get any info, or people are blocking them. Okay, they could be at a distance and they can't get any information. Yeah, you're remaining stable and secure. Place the genders where it belongs, by the way. Okay, it's only energy. So you know your value and your worth. You're very fruitful. You're working on your pentacles. You're stable and secure, hardworking, abundant, and independent. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. You're a nurturer and a healer. You're standing in your power, male or female. You go your own way. You're creating something. So you've created something that is keeping you stable. And you're not afraid. You're very confident, sure of who you are and what you're here to do. Or someone's trying to be, this could be the doppelganger. This could be you. You're stable and secure. This could be the doppelganger as well. This could be a side piece, male or female, wearing red shoes. So they're putting on an air. It could be somebody taking a lot of selfies. Maybe you're a good-looking person. Maybe you're, I mean, everybody's good-looking to somebody, right? Everybody's ugly to somebody, too. So let's just be real, okay? Beauty's in the eye of the beholder, but somebody thinks you're very good-looking. They're trying to look like you. Look, they're comparing themselves to you. And she's looking into that money, into that pentacle. Maybe somebody got some minor work done on their face to make them more like you. Dyed their hair, changed their appearance a bit. Try to pull this off. They think nobody knows. It's something to do with money. Trying to make you look like you are sexually, that's all you think about. Trying to give you a bad name. They took pictures of you doing stuff. Well, trying to imply that this is you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. Because money's behind it. Yeah. Wanting to dominate, overrule. Oh, I just heard overruled. Wow. Somebody's in their ego and their pride and very lustful, wanting power and control. You're strong, though. You have integrity, loyalty, and honesty. Somebody's using lust to control a leader or a judge or somebody in an institution of some sort of marriage. Yeah. Somebody's trying to stall something. They could have been trying to steal your destiny, but this is very unfortunate, whatever's happening here. You're too strong for them. You're too resilient. You have too much integrity, loyalty, and honesty. So it's not coming off as authentic. Obviously, people can see where you are or who you are. Somebody's trying to stall something, cause setbacks and delays in your world. And this is a reversal of fortune. Maybe they did one of those abundance transfer spells or rituals. You can't do that, okay? God will give you a little bit. You know, here you go. He'll slacken the rope a bit. Before you know it, that rope's going to get tight around your neck. You've done yourselves in. This is karma. Yeah, you're getting your justice. This is balancing the scales. This is a reckoning. This is karma. Truth, balance, bringing back balance. Congratulations. It's a family, a group, or some sort of community is involved, okay? They try to scapegoat you. Somebody's not happy here. This is not a happily ever after. They betrayed you. 10-10. This 10-10 keeps coming out lately. Completion. Somebody's going to get carried out of something or somewhere. This is a harsh and painful end for someone. They could have said you were unalived, or they unalived other people. The truth is with that person, maybe buried with the person. They might have to do an exhumation. Maybe the body's going to be found. It looks like they're getting ready to toss his body off this little ledge. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's a completion, so something's ending. People have been, everybody working with this person or in this situation have been compromised. And they're going to lose a lot. Somebody's not happy here. It could be a family, like I said, a group of some sort of community working with them, or a series of different communities working with them. Because they partnered up, because Two of Cups was beneath that. They partnered up with this situation, with this fool, with whomever this is, okay? Now, everybody's story is different. Only take what applies, please. They betrayed you, and they betrayed everybody else. They betrayed themselves. A lot of lies and illusions, deceptions, manipulations here, okay? They're in their emotions. Nothing was as it seemed. There's a lot of confusion. Maybe you come across as a mystery why this hasn't affected you, because, okay, you're being protected. That's why. You had to walk down this really thin path, okay? This is by yourself. You chose this difficult path. They were baying at you. They were attacking you from all sides, but yet you weren't afraid because God was protecting. You see these yards here? That's protection. You stayed in the narrow. There could have been some fence sitters here. They're scared. Wow. You had a tough shell, though. Congratulations. You didn't let it get to you. You're sad. You could be very sad, male or female, or this is something that was very superficial, shallow, and selfish. They didn't care who they hurt, okay? They're very needy. They use emotions to get their way, emotionally manipulative. They blackmail you. They make you feel guilty, but they don't feel guilty at all. They use emotions to get their way, okay? Could have addictions, secret addictions. They're very emotionally unbalanced, unhinged, I heard, male or female. They're not loving, kind, nurturing, or sweet. They're scared here, or that's what they said about you. Yeah, the jig is up, okay? All that glitters isn't gold. It was all illusions. There's no more confusion. People aren't confused any longer. You have integrity. They couldn't compromise you, okay? They couldn't coerce you, bribe you, blackmail you. They can't come through with their silly promises. They promised a whole bunch of people a lot of things. Help me do this and I'll pay you this, that, and the other thing. Someone was very greedy, okay? They said you were delusional. You're not delusional. Somebody's running out of options here, viable options. There's nothing in these cups. They can't cover this up or can't hide you any longer. They were overtaken by greed, okay? Everybody's getting squeezed. It is what it is. Yeah, law and order stepping in. A professional, this could be you or someone else, male or female. Somebody lost their crown. Somebody was this was the, they figured out that somebody was doppelganging you. This isn't you. Or somebody's replacing somebody in a position of authority. They lost their crown. It could be a crown. It could be a lawyer, a judge, somebody like that, a CEO. Somebody has a higher perception here. They know that they were preying on you because that's a bird of prey. That's a hawk. This could be you or Archangel Michael. It could be anybody, okay, that came in or is coming in. Somebody with authority, to speak with authority, to take action. Somebody's very intelligent and wise. They stand alone. There's a moat around this person's throne. They work alone, okay. Somebody's trying to avoid a tower moment, or this is ruin, or somebody replaced somebody else that was, okay, they had somebody in their pocket. They were paying somebody to facilitate this or make this happen. They had an internal disruption, and somebody replaced them, and now they know the truth here. It's over. It's ruined. Somebody lied. They were spreading rumor, gossip, and slander. They were petty, and they were cruel. They abused you. People, this is news they don't want to hear. People are mad. Somebody's a fool. You're innocent. So they're going right off the ledge here. Yeah, they're scared. This is a scandal. They're scared. They're sick. I don't know. They don't want to heal. They're stressed. Four Swords in reverse. They can't put this to rest, okay? They can't fix this. They're not. How dare they pray if they try? Who are they going to pray to? Oh, stinky. Yeah, this is a backfire. It's bad news. There's been no communication. They're trying to stop your forward motion. Somebody had no authority. got their authority taken away. They bit off more than they could chew. They didn't do the right thing. They have no morals, ethics, or honor, male or female. See, even in the upright, they had no power, no authority. You're just some sort of face and or, again, somebody that's just playing like they're the boss, but they're not the boss. They don't make the final, what's that word? Anyways, figurehead. There we go. They don't make the rules. They have no clout. They have no authority, or they got their authority taken away. They got burnt. Okay. Somebody bit off more than they can chew. This is all about ego. They're just a play actor, male or female. They didn't do the right thing. Could be a warlock. It's a backlash, backfire. Yeah, this is a glutton. They wanted it all for themselves. They wanted people to serve them. Could be a warlock. They hired a warlock to do shit. They have a lot of trophies on their walls. Look at me. Look at how many people I took out. I'm so powerful. And they're in their self. No, they have no spiritual protection. Wow. They could be sick. They feel like ashamed of themselves. Yeah, the world is upside down. This is a massive, massive blowback. Unfinished business. The world is upside down. This bit them right in the ass because you're still standing strong with authority. Male or female, you're unafraid. You're divinely protected. You're creating something new. You're very bold. You're sure of who you are. You know what you're here to do. You're not getting off your throne either. Congratulations. You bossed up, took back your power. Male or female, doesn't matter. You're a go-getter. You have authority, spiritual or otherwise. And maybe they think, oh, no, they don't. Oh, yeah, you do. Now they're grieving and regretting. They're crying over spilled milk. I don't know if this is somebody else in the power position crying over spilled milk. They let you drown. They watched you drown. They watched everybody else drown. Sadistic supply. Because they wanted power and control. Somebody could be far from home. Blood was spilled. Tears were spilled. They placed you last. Somebody was supporting themselves or supporting their business off of whatever this was, or planning on supporting themselves. Yeah, you're divine feminine here. They got to balance this out with you. Yep, they were getting paid out of this. Okay, they were paying themselves handsomely out of whatever this is inheritance, this life insurance, or they were figuring on this. You're balanced, divine feminine energy. Like we started here, we're ending there. You're protected by the angels. You transmute and alchemize. You're very balanced. You're very healthy. You're a healer. You're balanced. You're fair. You're peace. You bring peace. The angels are protecting you. You could be an earth angel. They got to balance this out with you. They said that you were unstable. They tried to steal money, make a profit off of you. They can't. They can't play games anymore. People are seeing through the illusions. You saw through the illusions. You're not toxic. You're not karmic. It's a non-binding contract. If they tried to say this contract is theirs, this inheritance is insurance, whatever this is, people are trying to distance themselves. They got to let this go. They got to give up. Somebody's angry. They're mad. They wanted you vibing low. You're not going to. It was a bad investment. Misappropriation of funds. Right? You get what you give here. They didn't want anybody investing in you. Somebody's a hoe. They said you're not a hoe. They are. They don't have the proof or the evidence to pull this off completely here. Somebody's gathered some information. They need to pay for a car, a trip. I don't know. Police are coming through. You overcame. You took a practical approach here. Somebody did their homework here. Someone wants to get paid. You're under the canopy of the universe here. You're moving forward. You keep moving no matter what. You overcame whatever this is. Somebody paid for your address, to find out your address, to find you. An IP address, I just heard. Oh, divination. You might be doing divination. They didn't want anybody investing in you, but you're still moving forward. Maybe slowly, but you're still moving forward. You know that good things aren't built overnight. It takes time. Congratulations. This is good financial news coming towards you. A new beginning. Yeah. So it might have been slow at one point. Now it's going to start picking up some speed. This could be the police here. Somebody is angry. Yeah, at this dark high priest or priestess who were talking shit here. Could have been a drive-by here. Be careful. Or a hit and run. Somebody got hit hard, though. Someone's picking up some speed. Could be first responders. Somebody gave out false information. Somebody was a hoe bag. Talking mad shit. This is unwise counsel. They were doing magic. It's parting away. Somebody's on their own here. Secrets are coming out. There's no harmony where they are. They're going to be arrested. It could be a raid. It's illumination, letting go and letting God. They have to surrender this, or they have to surrender this property, this money. Nobody's coming to their aid either. Not so thirsty anymore. Doesn't look so great, right? It could be an arrest here. You overcame a lot. They lied. They threw rocks and hid hands. They were juvenile. They felt entitled. They gave out false and misleading information about you. Could have lost a child or children. And they were celebrating this. This is your own, some of your friends were involved, or their friends. As pleasure seekers here. They wanted you to fight and compete with them. They were competing with you. Now, I guess the steam's out of them. 5 of Wands, they're all sitting around talking now. The truth is the truth. Somebody wants to reconcile. They're talking amongst each other. The sadistic supply. Yeah, I had to take charges here. I lost this. I lost that. They're realizing what they're losing coming after you, and the person set them up. This person possibly got people to do their dirty work thinking they wouldn't get the karma or their blame. So these set these people up, okay? They're not fighting. They're talking. There's a big difference here. Yeah, this is over. Somebody recorded somebody talking about taking you out by magic to make money. Somebody, this is a divine stepping in. This could be you or somebody else to steal some money to make you destabilized. Somebody losing their home, their family. This is your family. This is an institution, a business of some sort. You could be on a platform. Somebody was making money here. Harvesting off of others. Somebody's false prophet. They say they're a prophet, or you are a prophet. I don't know what this is. Yes, they're under divine judgment. This is awareness. There's going to be an exhumation here. Yeah, they were willing to do whatever it took to win. Now this is a nightmare. They're being blocked. They have an STD. They can't go on. They can't escape. They're in hot water. They're greedy and selfish, and they're jealous. I just heard that loud and clear. They're unstable and insecure. They were holding back from you. They're bracing themselves. They're bracing for impact. They were holding back. Over my dead body will I give this up. You're stable and secure. Archangel Azrael is coming to collect. They need you to shield them, or they need somebody else to shield them. This is a false contract. All one-sided. They didn't make the right decision. This was their way or the highway. It was all stacked against you. It's a very karmic situation. It's meant to teach you and to others a lesson. It is not a blessing, okay? No peace or harmony. And this is, they're reaping the rewards of the consequences of their past bad decisions here. This is victory, success, reward, recognition. They could have been bragging and showing off. This is a pick me that's involved. See that pick me? Somebody wanted to be crowned, wanted to wear your crown. They didn't do the work. They have to steal your money, steal your spiritual gifts, your spiritual inheritance, steal your opportunities. But instead of getting the pentacle in their hand, they got a dung beetle. What's a dung beetle? Where they live in shit. Okay, that's what they're getting. That's what the divine is giving them. This is not their blessing. They were really malicious and ruthless and cruel, emotionally manipulative, emotionally unstable and immature, self-serving and self-absorbed. Right now, the water's not just roiling, and they're unable to contain their emotions right now. They could be drinking as well. They realize that they pour your love out. They showed no love to you or others. They want to retrace that. They want to recoup that love. They're not going to. Okay. Yeah, they're feeling sorry for themselves. Again, they poured that love out. The gift from the divine. Maybe this could be a partner you had. They wanted quantity over quality. They had rejected you. They abandoned you. Always bored, dissatisfied in life, looking outside themselves for validation. Now they're grieving and regretting because they're going to jail. They're stuck in their head. They're going to jail. They're still expecting somebody to come along and bail them out. Nobody will. There's conditions. Oh, bail conditions. They don't like the conditions. They wanted to attach this false narrative to you, but it's not sticking. This guy's looking at her going, come on, now, brown cow. You know those lies aren't going to work. I don't know where I got brown cow from. Where did I hear that? That was in typing class. So somebody from high school is involved. I'm talking, this is years ago. We took typing classes and shorthand. Somebody's not happy. They're in jail. They don't like the jail conditions. I don't know. 8-8. Ooh, this is karma. Losing their job, whatever they did didn't work, and maybe they tried to lock you up. And they're feeling sad and sorry for themselves because they couldn't lock you up. Nothing would stick to you. Yeah, they're having an emotional outburst. They're not sorry for what they've done, okay? If it was spell work, restricting you of any kind, trying to attach anything to you, it's not sticking. They're having an emotional outburst. You wanted you feeling rejected and abandoned, and you're not. You're not carrying on the way they are. They're not sorry, by the way. They could have lost their child. They tried to, stick the story that you were the cause of them losing their child. It's not sticking, okay? People are figuring it out. You had nothing to do with anybody's child. Yeah, it's not sticking. They can't make this. This is somebody that had no integrity, loyalty, or honesty. They can't come correct. They're not reliable, dependable. They're really immature and irresponsible. They're lazy. They intercepted your money or their mail, or they're not going to get paid, or they didn't pay you. Something's picking up speed here. They can no longer hold you back or cause delays. Yeah, they went to the crossroads. They have no more money. They're watching you from a distance. There's 2 people online watching you, intercepting your money. 2 people. I don't know. Somebody's going, you're going down, baby. You're going down. They're watching you speak your truth, or somebody else speak some truth. Bringing dramatic change, I hear. Male or female, you're crowned. You're not going anywhere. You have a high perception. You're very intuitive, very discerning, wise, and intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and intuitive. I just said that, you're speaking your truth. You set boundaries. You're still moving forward no matter what. And they're watching you move forward. Even though they're intercepting your mail or your money. Somebody got caught. They have to come clean. Somebody's not goofing around here, okay? They step right into their own trap. They're not getting away with this. They're in their emotions. Could be some sort of love spells they're sending to you. If they're doing love spells against you, but they're not working, where do you think that's going to go? It's going to go back to them. It's going to make them more obsessed with you. Okay, it's in their backyard. They're very emotional. Now, normally I would say this is bringing peace, but that peace stuff is going. It's leaving somewhere else. Self-love, new love, true love coming through. You're very loved by the divine. Somebody's in their emotions. They can't hide it. Somebody's very disturbed right now, or it's very disturbing what's coming out. They're sending you love and lust spells. That's what it is. There, see, look. They're sending you love and lust spells. They're in their emotions. Yeah, finding something out. You found out the snake, or somebody else found out they're a snake. They found out you're loyal. The one person that they claimed was the snake was the loyal one. Somebody alone went within, did that soul work. That could be you, or this is an investigation. They're supporting you. Yeah, somebody was lazy, didn't want to put the work in, disrespectful. Whatever plans they were making or building off of you, off of this money, you're doing the work and they were claiming it. Or this was earmarked for you. They can't build on this any longer. It's falling apart. Yeah, this is financial ruin, spiritual jail. You found your confidence. You got yourself out of poverty potentially. They want to come back in from out of the cold now because they're lazy, disrespectful, right? They don't want to put the work in. They're not cooperating, non-cooperative, not getting along with others. They don't want to help. The people they were working with are finding out they're very destructive, whoever this is. They're all taking a big loss, right? They're going to be out in the cold, maybe. They don't want to be out in the cold. Somebody wanted to take it all for themselves. See, she's got that big bag of loot, and the other ones are left out in the cold, right? Begging. So they're realizing somebody didn't want to work with them. They just wanted what they wanted. And they were jeopardizing everybody. Yeah, and hiding things. They can't trust this person. They're just figuring that out now. Oh my gosh, somebody's not happy. There's no truth or clarity. Yeah, they were going to take the whole kit and caboodle. It could be your family. This could be family discord. They were stealing a lot of money. This is no more long-term stability or long-term relations. They're going to lose everything. They have lost everything. Again, it's an ending. It's a completion. So take a bow, okay? Recognition and reward. Somebody wanted the recognition and reward for this home, for this family. Oh, look how good we are. Yeah, they're thieves, okay? And they're liars, spellcasters, or this business. There's a sunset here. Your family's involved. Somebody you have a family with. Lost loved one, memories, elder, and nightfall. Running away. Someone's trying to run away from what they brought into reality here. Get away, keep away, give up. They want you to stay away so they can have this money, this life. Be you, maybe. Cutting ties. People are running the other way. Cutting ties with this person, trying to disassociate and detach. Freedom, standing up and awaken. Somebody's waking up here. Still the cords are there. They think that you don't know who they are. Oh, yeah, you do. Okay, they're karmics. Third parties, haters, and lessons learned. Okay, they're all karmics. Right? Gaslit. They all got gaslit. They were trying to gaslight you and still trying to gaslight more people about you. Gold diggers and clout chasers. Let them fall. Let the pieces fall where they may. Oh boy. Not me. I don't know this person. No. Give me somebody that's fond of wearing 3/4 tops, belly, showing off their belly. Look at me, look at me. Ew, spirit. No. I don't want to go there. That's disgusting. Go wash your belly button. Your last customers. Anyways, get rid of the stench of your last customer. There we go. 23. This is a crime. This is abuse. This is divorce, separation, a crooked judge or lawyer or warlock. It's corruption. They had somebody in their pocket. 32. 23, 32. Again, somebody had their tentacles on, trying to lure people in, put them to sleep under some sort of spell work, using what's underneath their dress or in their pants to do so. They had ties to everybody, or they claimed you did and you didn't. They're trying to prove it. Yeah, this is not happy. 19, sun in reverse. Lack of trust here, not happy, hiding and cloaking. No truth, no clarity. Somebody's sick, not happy here. And 16, they're trying to avoid a tower moment, or you avoided everything they tried to do. This is ruin. Somebody could have had an internal disruption, by the way. So I'm just saying. Place it where it belongs. It's kind of scattered, but rescue, 23. Help is on the way. You may not have consciously called for it, but nevertheless, the universe is sending you some assistance. If you've been hoping for rescue, boost that signal now so it knows exactly where to find you. Let friends and family know you welcome their participation and their ideas. If you're in over your head with a project or a problem, let people who are more skilled help you. There's no shame in accepting what people sincerely want to give. In the dark aspect, beware of pushy interference. Push back as needed. Okay? Pushy. Peppa Pig. I'm older. I don't know who that is. I heard that a few times now. Peppa Pig. So somebody's a glutton. I don't know. Maybe their name is Peppa. Pepper. Peppermint. Pepper. They love pepper. Peppers. Hot peppers. I don't know. So wish. The universe is conspiring in your favor now, and it's time to make a wish, a big wish. If there's something you want that you haven't let yourself believe in, go ahead and believe. Belief is what turns wishes into reality. But do be careful what you wish for. Be specific. Don't ask for true love if your environment can't sustain it. Don't ask for a happy ending if you aren't prepared to compromise. The process of making your wish will clarify what needs to change in your life to make room for it. And then, poof, your wish will come true. In the dark aspect, if a wish goes awry, take some time to understand it before you wish again. Maybe because it doesn't belong to you. Or belong to whomever claims it belongs to them. Maybe they're a liar, a swindler, a fraud. 19. Management. So somebody in management's behind this. They're trying to manage this. They're not managing very well. Good job. Everything's running smoothly under your expert supervision. I'm hearing tongue-in-cheek here, okay? You are on top of things and nothing escapes you. You can feel proud of your achievements and your leadership skills. You can also ease back a bit and make sure everyone else is getting the chance to learn and grow. The danger of really good management is indispensability. You may feel that you are the only one who can keep things up to your standards. This attitude leads to burnout at least and martyrdom at worst. In the dark, don't be a control freak. You need a rest. So somebody's trying to control everything and everyone, and they want it all for themselves. I told you it was tongue-in-cheek. It was very sarcastic, let's say. Okay. Yes, spirit can get like that. Oh, spirit doesn't get... Oh, yeah, spirit does. Spirit does. You'd be amazed at what spirit does and does not do. Okay, thank you, spirit. I'll take that. I haven't used these in a while. What else can we... 5533 when I looked up. What else can we find out about the situation, please, spirit? For the collective, please. Frivolity. This was in reverse. This is in the upright. So this was very frivolous, or they claim that you were frivolous. You're not. This is change. This is butterfly escaping. They can't turn into you. They can't turn into you. Okay? This is bullshit. You're a wife. They're a wife. Somebody's wife. You're stable and secure. I'm looking at that as the Queen of Pentacles, male or female. This is frivolous. They took you as frivolous. You're not frivolous. You're very stable. You're a sweetheart. Somebody has a wife and a sweetheart? Yeah. Take it for whatever that is. Just asking for trouble if you ask me. Something to do with a message. Somebody's reading something here. Could be a message in between a wife and a sweetheart. Something to do with kids. Somebody might... I don't know what this is. Lover. Yeah, you're not a lover. Something, I don't know. It's a wedding. Lovers in reverse and a wedding's in the upright. Somebody's in despair. Somebody could have been married. You didn't know they were married. You don't want to be their lover anymore. I get it. They're married. Or somebody's trying to say somebody that you were married to. What the fuck? This is confusing. This can go different ways here. They could have doctored a phony marriage certificate. Maybe you were already married. Everything's going tits up. That's what I heard. Someone's in despair. They were planning to do this life insurance stuff and become a widower. They are your enemy and you know it. Somebody's learning something. You're a scholar. They didn't know it. You're very learned. People are talking. How smart you are. Now they're not going to come into this money. It's all bull crap. You're too gifted. That's why. This could be an inheritance as well. Okay. These were pleasure seekers. Hoping to gain this money to go and play. Right? The supply. But their supply are taking on losses. Doctor was beneath that. So they're getting sick. So they were doing spell work. They're getting sick. That's what it is. Ooh. They wanted to unalive you. You're not going to unalive. Somebody's feeling very melancholy and sad that you're not gone. They can't prove that you're gone. They can't take you out, these pleasure seekers. Something to do with a child. There's sorrow. Somebody could have lost their child because they were playing around with this stuff, okay? And they try to blame you. You're faithful. They can't blame you. They can't make this stick on you. They can't bring misfortune to your doorstep. Okay? There's no joy here. They're sick now. Well, they can't find a doctor. Doctor can't heal them. This is a witch doctor. Won't deal with them. They were doing... This could be the witch doctor. They were doing business with. It is what it is. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Read them and weep. It is what it is. 5 O's all over it. That's what I just heard. Book 'em Dano. Congratulations to you. Whatever this is coming to a close. Finally, I heard. I love you guys so very much. Hopefully you have a great day. Maybe I'll post this right away. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. But just hopefully I'll post some more later. I love you guys. Until next time. Take care.